Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Call of Duty World War II Winter Crate. This is the counterpart to the Hazmat Crate that I've already looked at. If you haven't seen that video, I will put a link or a card or something so you guys can see it. But this is kind of the other side of the coin for the crates. At least this, I guess this is a I don't know, is this technically a 2021 release or 2022 release? 21. There supposedly is one or two more coming before the line is officially over. I imagine distribution and news about those will be really difficult to find. Like, all of it is going to be difficult. But these ones right now, for the most part, Dollar General seems to be getting them fairly often. I had a whole bunch in mind of both packs. So I went ahead and got one of each so we can take a closer look. Now, I'm not really one to buy, like, or specifically hunt down the World War II stuff. Like, they usually don't interest me that much. Just because, I don't know, like the Hazmat Crate, that's cool to me and that's interesting to me. But a lot of times the World War II stuff, it just looks like normal, like, generic soldiers. But this guy in particular caught my eye because he's got the big trench coat. And Mega doesn't do trench coats often, but when they do, it looks really cool. So I wanted to take a closer look. Packaging is fantastic. Just like the Hazmat Crate, we have the kind of Black Series branding up here. And then instead of having a urban setting in the background, we have, it looks like a snow forest with like a grid over it. There's, if you look close, there's like a compass, targeting stuff, pine trees, all kinds of cool stuff. We get to see accessories, we get to see the crate all filled up, and then around the back it's just cardboard, and we have another one of these electronic thingamajigs, because apparently people steal these from my Dollar General a lot, which is not good. And then, yeah, so just a bunch of information nobody ever reads. So let's go ahead and just open this up. Oh, there's the pull tab. Wow, that did not work at all. There's like, I know I say this every time, but there's really no way to open these and not destroy them. Look at this. It's just flaking into little bits. I have to be careful because I was going to keep the... Oh, there we go. We're fine. I was going to keep the barcode because a lot of times now, Mega will ask for the codes and stuff back here, so I'll cut them out, label it, what set it came from, and then store it just in case. There's the crate. Really, really neat looking. Wow, that's really cool. It's got more print on it than the Hazmat Crate did. Ah, a pistol's jumping out. Hello? Ooh, interesting backpack. I have not seen... Wait a minute. Neither of these packs are the standard pack. Like the standard one that all the Call of Duty sets have. But I have never gotten one of the World War II sets before. Never mind. I take that back. I got the World War II, like, infantry crate, but promptly took the figure apart and turned him into a post-apocalyptic survivor. So, yeah. But he didn't come with a backpack, I don't think. Rifle. I am not sure how the figure is supposed to actually hold this in a shooting position. And then we have the sniper rifle that also is ridiculously hard to get a good shooting position with. Got some more extras. Got a canteen. And some binoculars, if they'll come out. There we go. Okay, so that's all of it. Let me get this pile of stuff in order, and we will take a closer look. All right, there we go. The figure is all kitted out. The rest of the stuff is packed away. And then here are the instructions. Pretty simple. They share the same design as the box, except the soldier has decoration from snow that the actual figure does not have at all. So that's a little misleading, but you know, that's kind of how it is with these CG render stuff. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the soldier himself. So I'm not entirely sure what nationality this soldier is supposed to be. I guess he's generic on purpose, so you can put him into any scene, have him be on any side, which is cool. Like, it makes for customizing and making up your own stories really easy, which is really nice. I really, really like this trench coat. It's super cool. It's like a soft rubber. You have an actual torso underneath. Obviously, you can't button it together. That's just asking for a little too much. And then on the sides, you can see through. So that looks a little awkward. But overall, this is a really neat piece. You could take it off and put it on pretty much anybody you want. And it comes printed with snow, which makes it a little less useful. But the whole figure comes printed with snow. So he's got snow splattered kind of all up his jacket. He's got all over his like boots and pants. There's even some on the top of his head. It looks like maybe he was walking under a tree and it just like fell. And then his pistol is all covered in snow, which I feel like he probably should clean that off before it melts and gets in the mechanism. White snow stand, of course. And then the pack here is a really interesting piece, one I have not seen before. And we get this thing that I'm assuming is a light. It's got older style flashlight, a shovel, which is not your standard Call of Duty shovel, and it has a attachment point on it, which is super nice. I like being able to peg it on. It's a great thing to be able to have, and this is also useful if you just want to make yourself, a hiker figure. Get your toilet digging shovel on your pack. Then he's got a holster as well that can pop on and off, and he has a peg on his side that you can attach it to. However, the rubber of the trench coat kind of gets in the way and doesn't let you actually peg it on there. Let me go ahead and take that off so you can see his back. Looks really nice. Really solid looking figure overall. His face even looks pretty good. Sometimes the Call of Duty figure eyes are really off center. But I looked and I made sure I got one that wasn't off center. Some of them were, but for the most part it seems like Mega did a good job with this. And yes, he can remove his helmet. However, yeah, he looks like that, which is super ugly. So let's put that back on. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this guy. He looks like he's got some weird posture. So I went ahead and pulled the legs off. And it turns out his entire waist unit is a fused, melted mess. Yeah, the waist does not come apart unless maybe I were to break the molding, if that's even possible. So yeah, and so when you clip the legs on, you can't really move it outward at all, and barely, you can't really move it much without the melted section catching the leg and shoving it right off. So that's a huge bummer. I might have the pieces just to replace this myself without having to contact customer service. Fingers crossed that I do, because they're slow these days. But yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Overall, the figure looks great, and buying like 4 of these sets to have a little platoon of guys in the snow would be ideal, I would think. And then, his accessories so far have been pretty good. Oops, I'm putting that on upside down. So yeah, he looks really nice like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the accessories that comes in the set. There we go. So we have the sniper rifle, which looks great. There's snow all over it. We see the wood under there as well. And then he's got like bandage wrappings around the stock. That's really nice. I like the look of that. I almost wish we got one that was just wrappings and not any of the snow. And then there was a sniper stand, which I was not expecting at all, but is a welcome surprise, especially since I've never tried attaching a stand to one of these snipers, and it actually works out pretty well. Oh, and there's an attachment point so you can carry it on a backpack. So that's nice. You can just set this up, have it ready to go. Then the crate itself looks fantastic. We have the snow emblem, and then gold like straps and a lock across the entire thing. It goes all the way around to the back. We have this little clip here. I don't really know what it's for other than locking the crate closed. And then inside we have, oh yeah, the backpack here has a little dusting of snow. And then the same with this one here. This is an entirely different backpack. It's got different attachment points. It's slightly smaller. So very interesting. I have not seen this before. And we don't often get two sets. My English has stopped working. We don't often get a set with two backpacks and only one figure. There we go. We have this little belt thing, which I'm not sure if it's even going to work with the trench coat, because the trench coat gets in the way. Yeah, no, it doesn't really fit with the trench coat. However, I did find that you can attach it like that, add some pouches onto your pack. We've got a canteen, because even though you're in the freezing cold, you still need to drink water. Or, I don't know, maybe this is something other than water. But yeah, that's really nice. I really like getting these pieces. We get binoculars, which we could also attach to the pack, like so. And then our other weapon here is this rifle with a bayonet, and we've got more like wrappings around it, which is super, super neat looking. I'm just not entirely sure how we're going to make him hold this. Oh, yeah, and... oh, that's why they gave us this pack. See, this pack has like some stuff sticking out the bottom here, but this, if we put this on his back, he can then carry his gun with him, so that's cool. Alrighty, let's figure out how to make this guy hold his gun. I'm not so sure about this, because there's really no handle other than like that, so he can hold it like a club or a sword. And let's see, how did I do it before? Oh gosh, that's really awkward. Oh yeah, like this, I think. That's how I did the sniper rifle. Wow, that looks like his elbow is broken. What the heck? I guess the best option for this really is to make him hold it like this and get into a firing position, and then just kind of fudge it the rest of the way. Like that. I don't know, that even looked kind of awkward. So if somebody has any better ideas of how to make him hold this gun in the comments, I am definitely open to suggestions, because that looks kind of terrible. Such a cool looking gun. They just didn't really make it so the figures can hold it well at all. He can, hold it in a guard position or whatever, but he can't shoot it. That is a bummer. That's sad. And then we can do the kind of awkward shooting position for this thing, kind of. It's the same kind of issue. His elbow sticks way out. Although with the sniper stand, you can just kind of get him down in a position like this. The trench coat interferes a little bit, but not bad. You can get him into a sniping position decently well. That was me barely even trying, and he's looking all right. So far, it seems like the most useful weapon in here is this pistol, which is a bit of a bummer because this is supposed to be a weapons pack kind of thing, and he can only really truly hold one of them without looking super weird. Well, there you have it. That is the World War II Winter Crate. Super, super unique set. We don't often get winter-themed sets, especially from Call of Duty. Not anymore. We used to have like the, what was that, Arctic like troop, and then there was some snowmobiles and stuff. But we don't see that very often anymore, and I don't know if we've ever gotten a World War II themed winter set until now. Overall, it's a really, really good set. The crate looks fantastic. The figure himself looks really, really nice. The trench coat is a great piece to get. Obviously, not all of the figures will come with that weird molding issue with the waist. I guess my biggest gripe with this set is the choice of sniper rifle and normal rifle. Those are not good pieces. They look great when the figure is holding them in a neutral position, but when you want to get them into a firing pose, it's just not good. It's just awkward. No, I would have much preferred some other weapons here, or just a design change for the guns. I don't know. But if you plan on massing these, you can make yourself a nice pile of useless weapons, and that's really not something you want to see from any sort of army builder. So that's the main bummer about this set, other than, this has been kind of difficult to find because tail end of the Call of Duty line, not many places are getting it. But yeah, overall, really, really good. Dollar General charges like anywhere from $8 to $12 for this. 12 feels a bit steep. 8 I can agree with, but 12, I don't know. And then higher than 12, I would not recommend. So if you can find it for between $5 and $10, I would say go for it. Any higher and it starts to feel like you're overpaying a bit, especially since the weapons, the two of the biggest weapons in the set and like the biggest draw of the set are kind of meh. So that's kind of the bottom line here. It's a very, very specific era for Call of Duty. So if you're a fan of like World War II stuff, this is going to be a must buy for you. Or if you just want a trench coat, this is also a must buy. Otherwise, I think it's a fairly easy pass for somebody who just wants some interesting soldier figures, because while this guy is interesting, he is very, very specific. Not only is he specifically World War II, but he's also specifically Winter World War II, which limits his usefulness in other things quite a lot. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.